Types of yoga as Bhagavad Gita. 1. Karma Yoga. From the point of view of the body, the path of karma or work was taught. The yogi of action, Karma Yogi. Everyone in the world is seen engaged in some activity or other, all the time. Yet, very few know the significance and worthwhileness of activity, karma, or how best to realize the best results out of this inescapable trait. Hence, life is being made banal and barren. The yoga of action teaches the awareness of this significance and guides people along to achieve the maximum benefit out of the activity. Where, when, and how action, karma, has to be done, how to apply dharma with reason. These are taught by the yoga of action, Bhakti Marg, path of love devotion. From the point of view of the mind, the path of bhakti or devotion was taught. The yoga of devotion, bhakti, will teach people the path of love to God, like Jagat Guru or truth, Satguru. Love all as you love yourselves. No harm can come to you then. It will only spread joy and happiness to all. Truth is present in all beings as love, and God as consciousness mind. So the love is directed to and accepted not by the individual but by God or truth, who is resident there. The seeker of God or truth who relies on the path of devotion and dedication soon becomes aware of this fact. Royal path of unitive wisdom, Raja Yoga. The royal yoga, Raja Yoga, means the process of establishing mastery over the mind. One need not surrender one's intellect or follow the guidelines of religious leaders. There is no chance of being misled or mistaken. At every step, one has to rely on one's own intellect and experience, as tested by oneself. Every being has three varieties of instruments for acquiring knowledge and, through that knowledge and wisdom. The first is instinctive. This is very strong, active, and advanced in animals. This is the earliest, the lowest, and therefore the least beneficial of the three. The second is the rational, the instrument that seeks the cause and the effect thereof. This is most evident in human. The instincts are driven by senses and limited by sensory experiences. In the people, instinctive knowledge is largely subordinated by the rational instrument's intellect. The limits of the rational are very thin. Reason can range over vastly wider fields. Maya, truth, level of purity of consciousness, to go across the boundaries of reason into the full, free realm of intuition. Certain spiritual disciplines and exercises are essential. They can be grouped under the name wisdom, jnana. The first of these is the knowledge possessed by animals, the second is the characteristic of humanity, and the third is the special traits of high-souled individuals. It is possible for everyone to foster, cultivate, and develop the seedlings of this third wisdom. The capacity is latent in all. Royal yoga has to be practiced mostly by the mind and its resolution. Concentration is key to Raja Yoga. Mind comes under control with concentration. The yoga of wisdom, Jnana Yoga, from the point of view of one's own daily life, the path of wisdom or Jnana was taught. The divine is the only source of wisdom. Yogis, they know none other. They entertain no other urge, no other attachment, no other desire. God is all, in all. They cannot be affected by grief or joy, failure or success. They see and experience only one unbroken, unchallenged stream of cosmic consciousness. For the people who are firmly established in this state, the world and its ups and downs appear trivial and illusory. In order to stay in that consciousness, they have to counter the pulls of the senses and face the fascinations of the world without any agitation of mind. Jnanis are vigilant against the temptations held before them by the senses. Turning them aside, they approach the divine and seek strength and solace there. They realize that the power and energy that vitalize the tiniest of the tiny and the vastest of the vast is the same divine principle. Their actions, thoughts, and words reveal the vision that they have experienced, the supravision, Paramarth Drishti. They see all elements, earth, fire, water, wind, and sky, as the divine itself, and all beings, humanity, beast, bird, and worm, as emanations from God and therefore fully divine.